Hello you all, welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, what's good? If you are new, hey boo, I am back with another video, okay? So we are just gonna hop straight into the video, and y'all see the title. Spiritual discernment applies to dating and relationships as well. And so we're not gonna waste no time, we just gonna go in. Now, depending on how old you are and you're watching my channel, if you are younger, you have tons of learning to do when it comes to dating and relationships. I feel like you should get out here and enjoy your life. You shouldn't be in a rush with your life because you are young. There's so many lessons that you have to learn. You still are learning yourself at a young age, and so there's nothing that you are really going to be able to fully understand because your man may not be developed in a way to where you are mature enough to properly discern a person. Okay, so just take the videos. This is something that you put on the back burner. You live your life. Everything now today, it's like people are trying to control, and they want you to live your life a certain way. They want you to do this and do that. They want you to live according to their way. You know, social media is kind of like programming people to live their lives a certain way, be married at a certain age, be in a serious relationship. Even when it comes to having certain relationships, people are influenced by social media, and they feel as though they need to have that perfect kind of relationship because they want to belong in society. They feel as though they are a failure in life if they don't live up to social media expectations when it comes to dating and relationships. Now, if you are a younger person, then 9 times out of 10, you are probably being influenced by social media a lot. Now, I'm not saying that this is true, but in most cases it is. With the generation that is coming up today, a lot of the youth are being influenced by social media, okay? And so when it comes to relationships, you have to be on top of this when it comes to spiritual discernment. If you have a strong relationship with the Lord, these are the times to where you really need to sit down and talk to him and ask him to help you properly discern the people that you date and the people that you choose to have a relationship with, okay? This is extremely important because if you get caught up on social media programming and worldly programming, then that's going to be a recipe for disaster. The Lord is going to help you properly vet a person. He is going to keep certain people away from you that mean you no good, okay? Please pay attention and listen to what the Lord tell you about people. When it comes to spiritual discernment with relationships, if you do not have a relationship with the Lord, you are going to be constantly in and out of bad relationships. There's literally no avoiding it. People like to try to go around having this relationship with the Lord. They want to take the shortcut. They want answers in so many different other ways. They want answers that's going to cater to their thoughts. You have to have a relationship with the Lord in order to properly discern a person, okay? You are going to notice the difference. If you are older or younger, you listen to my channel, you notice the difference between the relationships you have with people when you don't have the Lord a part of your life, okay? So this is extremely important because you are more vulnerable and open to a person that you are attracted to, that you are dating, that you are in a relationship with. And so a lot of times you are more open to this person than anybody else in your life, okay? You got some people out here that feel more vulnerable and open than they do to their family and their friends, okay? So this is why this is extremely important, and this is why the Lord needs to have his hands in your dating life, relationships, because a lot of people like to assume because they are in a relationship or if they are married, then this don't really apply to them, okay? Because a lot of people are in relationships that they shouldn't be with, okay? Some of y'all are in relationship with some evil spirited people, okay? You have been so attached to these people for so many years to the point to where you are numb, you are used to it, you don't even see the deception, okay? Because you have been deceived for so long, it's just to the point to where it's just overkill at this point. But we are going to get into that later on in the video, but we're going to just kind of stick with the basics. For my youth that's listening to my video, this is just going to be a video, you take it with a grain of salt, okay? Because even though I may put out certain things, it's still going to be a lot of things you are going to need to learn, okay? because you may not be mentally mature for a conversation like this. And if you are, then congratulations, okay? Take this video and do what you will with it. But it's a certain level of maturity that you need to properly vet a person, following through on spiritual discernment when it comes to weeding out the wrong people in your life, okay? And so I come and talk about spirituality a lot on here, but I'm not really a relationship type of person. As y'all can already notice, I don't really talk about relationships too much on my channel, because I'm not the type of woman that, it's a lot of things that I don't really care about. I know I come on my channel, I'm real serious a lot of times, and I have been vulnerable with y'all plenty of times, but it's really a lot of things that I could literally care less about, and a relationship is one of them. I have got to a certain age and a point in my life to where a lot of things I just don't give my time and attention to. My time and attention, majority of the time, is focused on building my relationship with the Lord. You know, everything else gets put on the back burner. And so when I come and give relationship advice, it's based on my beliefs. It may not be your beliefs. Like I said, take what you need and leave what you don't. And so when it comes to topics like this, I try to steer away from stuff like this, because I know that my relationship advice is going to be something that you are probably not going to like. Okay, I'm probably going to be too blunt. I'm gonna be a careless kind of person when it comes to relationships, because I don't put up with no BS when it comes to situations like this. Like, I'm the type of person that you make one wrong move, you are cut off immediately. Like, you don't even get a chance to explain yourself. That's the type of person I am, because I value my peace. I value my solitude. I don't want nobody coming disrupting my peace. I don't want nobody come disrupting me on my path. I feel like I have done enough inner work and growth to let somebody come corrupt everything that I have built. And so I am very stern on topics like this when it comes to relationships. It's a lot of things that's being put out here in the media, the programming that I don't agree with. I'm not on board with. I'm not that girl to sit up and watch a whole lot of relationship videos all day. That's just not me. I don't care about that type of stuff. I like shopping. I like girly things. I like putting my focus on me. That's the only thing. Everything else is not important. The reason why I don't make relationship videos, because I may be the type of person that may give you the wrong advice when it comes to that area, because I'm just the type of person that I don't have time for fakeness. I don't have time to be wasting my time on a man. I guess this advice that you are taking from me, this is auntie advice, okay? Just take it as that. Your auntie ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. Some people make men their entire focal point and center of their life, and I'm just not that woman. So you take this relationship advice with a grain of salt. I'm not trying to come and be mean or nothing, but this is just my stance, okay? Sometimes you may have to be a little bit selfish in your life when it comes to situations like this. This is the only way you are going to be able to avoid setbacks, avoid deception when it comes to spiritual discernment. Your spiritual discernment is going to be at a totally different level when you choose to not care about a lot of things. When you don't care and make a man the focus of your life is going to be different. Your energy is going to be different, okay? Ain't nobody saying going around be no mean bee or nothing like that, but you know who you are, and nobody else can come and distract and take away from that and change that, okay? If you get what I'm trying to say. Okay, a lot of women really want a relationship. They want to be in love. They feel like that's the only thing that's going to make them happy, and I just have different beliefs on that. But when it comes to spiritual discernment, you really need to be leery of who you decide to entertain, okay? If you look at and see, you have to be evolved at a certain level mentally in order to understand what I'm about to say, okay? If you look at the programming of what's going on out here with relationships, dating men and women, then you would stay far away from relationship as possible, okay? It's too much spiritual warfare going on out here in this arena when it comes to dating, to the point where you need to just kind of put your focus on yourself in the Lord, because it's too much destruction going on out here around this area. It's too much programming when it comes to certain things, certain agendas, and I see where a lot of people are kind of falling victim to this programming that's going on out here with men and women, okay? spiritual discernment. And let me just throw this other saying in here. People that are spiritually evolved, they are not caught up with what's going on in the world. Okay, this is another thing that is going to save you out here in the dating game, in relationships. They are not focused on the propaganda and all these different agendas and setups and traps and baits that are put out here in the world. Okay, they don't get caught up in all of that because they are focused on the Lord. Okay, they are following his programming. So when you start to focus on the Lord, a lot of this confusion and stuff out here is going to be alleviated. Your life is going to be more peaceful. We are going to get into some signs and some things to look out for when trying to properly vet a person. Do not entertain a man that have so many strong negative opinions and beliefs about women. That's a red flag, and that's what you see a lot out here today. It's too much going on out here in the media for you to not see this. Everything is blatant in your face. If you are up on my channel, I'm going to assume that you are a spiritually evolved person. And so all of this stuff is blatantly in your face. You can't say that you don't see it. So when you put yourself in the midst of that and you mix yourself in with that, that's going to be a recipe for disaster. Okay? It's literally affecting almost everyone out here when it comes to dating. It's too much hatred going on out here in this world for you to be mixing your energy in with that type of thing. Okay? And these are just my opinions. Okay? Do not get yourself caught up in a rat race of this madness that's going on out here in this world with the sexism and the hatred. Okay, it's hatred on both sides. You got women out here that hate men, and you got men out here that hate women. Okay, it's more so the men. It's giving off more hatred than anything. These are dangerous times we are living in. Okay, spiritually, mentally, physically, all that type of stuff. You have to protect yourself at all costs from any sort of evil. It's division out here. And so when you see people that is carrying this kind of energy, that is the number one way you are going to be able to properly vet a person. That's spiritual discernment right there. Everything that you see on social media, all this programming that's going on out here in the world, you do not want to entertain a person like that. These are the times of where you need to be extremely observant of what's out here. Okay? Do not be the type of person that's constantly ignoring things that you see. Okay, this world is right in front of us. So the world is like a big book. Okay, you better be taking lessons from this book that's in front of you. It's going to help you throughout your life. The Lord is going to be constantly giving you discernment about people that you choose to date, that you need to be paying close attention to. Okay, so if you see a lot of men out here that's on this sexism movement, they hate women, then this may be the time to where you need to kind of be to yourself. Okay? If you are the type of woman that carry a certain aura about herself, you have a very powerful aura, you got strong energy, you already know that you are not going to work out in relationships with people like that, because y'all will always constantly be butting heads. Okay? If you have a strong personality and your spiritual discernment is top tier because you have a strong relationship with the Lord, this ain't no arrogance. Okay, so let's take that up off the table. This man gonna know not to even approach you. He's gonna stay away from you. Okay, this is how you are gonna know. This is how you are gonna be able to weed these people out. Don't be sitting back thinking something wrong with you because people ain't approaching you. Take that as a compliment. Men that see a certain aura in the presence of your life, when they see that you are walking with the Lord, they're going to stay away from you. Okay? Some of them, not all of them now, and we're going to get into that later on in the video. Some men are going to look at you and see you as a challenge. They're not going to be on your level mentally. So they're not going to entertain anything with you. They're not going to even waste their time trying to approach you, because they already know that you are going to be able to see through the BS. They already know that you are going to see that they are evil. Okay, some of these men out here carry evil spirits, and there's some women out here that carry evil spirits as well, and we're going to get into that later on in the video. Okay, nobody is off the hook in this video. So If you are sitting back thinking there's something wrong with you because ain't nobody approaching you, ain't nobody trying to talk to you, ain't nobody trying to take you out on no dates and stuff like that, you need to take that as a compliment, especially during these times we are in right now. Okay, you need to be happy that these evil spirits out here are staying away from you. Okay, a lot of people see the presence of the Lord up over your life. They ain't gonna even put up no fight to try to go up against you because they already know they're going to be going up against something powerful, and 9 times out of 10 they know that they are not going to win. Okay, and so take that as a compliment when people are not approaching you. Do not get to thinking that you are not attractive. Do not get to thinking that there's something wrong with you because nobody is approaching you. You need to take that as a compliment. Okay, but on the flip side, out here with the spiritual warfare, if you have noticed, we are living in an over-sexualized society. So a lot of things are being put out here, programmed to corrupt the mass of people, okay, men and women. It's so much sex going on out here. It's a strong lustful spirit over this generation that we are living in today, okay? And so if you get caught up in it, you are going to get chewed up and spit out, okay? You do not want to get caught up with the spirit of lust out here. This lust is on a totally different level than it has ever been. It's a lot of lust out here. It's a lot of hatred. It's so much going on out here. Okay, you need to protect your spirit at all costs on every area and level in your life. When you got people approaching you 24/7, then that can be a problem. And I'm not talking about you go out in public somewhere and a guy approach you and he want to take you out on a date. He want to get your number. That's not what I'm talking about, okay? That's normal. If you get approached by men out in public, that's completely different than what I'm talking about right now when it comes to lust. When you're vibrating at a certain level, you are going to be attracting just that. So don't think just because you're getting all this attention from men or from women, that means that you desirable. That means that you are the best thing since sliced bread. Because let me tell you right now, 9 times out of 10, the reason why you are attracting all these people is because you are giving off a certain aura about yourself. Okay, you are attracting predatory spirits, and we are going to get into this thing deep. When you are operating in a certain spirit, a lust specifically, you are going to be constantly attracting spiritual vultures. You are going to be constantly attracting predatory spirits. Operate on a frequency like that. Lust is low vibrational, okay? And so while you may think that you are this highly sought after person and you got so many different people approaching you, they are approaching you for one reason only. It's because they see the spirit within you, okay? Don't think that you can hide your spirit from people. And I say this on my channel all the time. You can't hide your spirit from people, okay? Just like I said before, evil spirits are very knowledgeable. They know how to read you like a book. Some evil spirits know how to read you better than anything. So if you are operating on a frequency like that, don't think that this person don't see that on you. Sometimes they see it when they first meet you, okay? Your spirit is going to attract and repel certain men and women away from you, okay? If you carry a pure spirit, if you are locked in with the Lord heavy and strong, these spirits are going to know to stay away from you because they already know how you coming, okay? So hopefully y'all making a correlation with what I'm trying to push with this, where I'm trying to get at, okay? Some spirits are after your soul when it comes to dating and romantic relationships. They want to deplete you of your energy, okay? We have already talked enough about jealous friends and family members and things like that. We finna get into these relationships, okay? Because that's a lot of y'all weaknesses. That's a lot of y'all downfall. So why y'all are not evolving in life, why y'all have so many different blockages in y'all life. A lot of y'all are sitting up figuring why you don't have a strong relationship with the Lord, why it seems as though you have spiritual blockages. It's because of the person that you are in a relationship with. Okay, they are blocking your relationship with the Lord. There's nothing that is going to be revealed to you when you do not have a strong relationship with the Lord. You're going to be constantly being fooled and blindsided. Okay, so we're going to talk about sex in this video too. So hopefully you are old enough to hear this, that are 18 years and older. And if you are still listening, take a lesson from this, okay? When you have sex with a person, you are exchanging energies with this person. Y'all are basically swapping souls, okay? You know how you put something together, like say for instance, you making a meal. You mixing sauces together to get that flavor going. You know how you want your food to taste. So you know if you put certain ingredients together, it's gonna hit, okay? And so when you come together with a person and y'all are vibrating, and this is for the people out here now, because it's a lot of pure souls being corrupted by these evil spirits out here with this sex. If you mix your pure spirit with an evil spirit, that's going to be like oil and water. And I have already stated this in my video where I talked about soul ties and sex demons, okay? This stuff is real. Don't come to this channel and think that you finna hit some mumbo jumbo spirituality. That's not what this is. Spirits are very real. If you sitting up laughing, thinking, oh, this girl crazy, she don't know what you're talking about. Sex demons are real. Soul ties are real. So if you intertwine your soul and spirit with an evil spirit, you're going to learn why it's important to have a relationship with the Lord. You are going to learn why it's important to properly vet somebody. Why your spiritual discernment needs to be at a certain level when you meet a person. Because when you intertwine your soul and spirit with the wrong spirit, it's going to be hell to pay for you. Okay? I'm finna be extremely blunt in this video. I'm not finna be dancing over nothing. Because a lot of y'all are soul tied to the wrong people. Y'all are soul tied to some demons, some evil spirits that you should not be with. Okay, a lot of y'all are sitting up wondering why you don't feel like yourself. It seems as though you feel like a different woman. It's because you have intertwined your soul and spirit with the wrong man. If you are a man, the same thing applies to you. If you are on this walk with Christ and you trying to follow the Lord and you get into a relationship with a woman that has an extremely lustful spirit, then the same thing applies to you. Okay? It goes both ways. So it's something that happens within you when you connect with an evil spirit, and this stuff is at a higher level. That's why people are so willing to cut off friends and family real quick, but when it comes to a man or a woman in their life, they stuck like glue. Okay, stupid, dumb, crazy over this man, knowing that this man or this woman is evil, not good for them. They staying stuck. It's because of the sex. Okay, we just gonna keep it real on this channel. A lot of y'all are caught up in relationships because of the sex. There's no type of connection or anything that you have with this person besides y'all sexual chemistry. That's the number one red flag to let you know that you are with the wrong person and you are not as spiritually evolved as you may think you are. Okay, because a lot of the programming out here today in the media, they are promoting sex outside of marriage. They are promoting a life of promiscuity. People in the spiritual community are pushing this programming out here, and we're gonna talk about it. A lot of these spiritual gurus, these overly conscious woke people walking around with beads and crystals and sage 24/7, these are the most highly sexual demons, evil spirits out here. That's why I always come and tell y'all, be mindful of what you watch and listen to. This person hasn't gave off any inkling that they have any connection to the Lord. Okay, they have a connection to things. Okay, these spiritual people that y'all think y'all getting spiritual guidance from, these are the most highly hypersexual people out here. Okay, you can see sex demons illuminating off of them when you look at them. Okay, if you are not a spiritually evolved person, you're not going to understand none that I'm saying in this video. Okay, get offended all you want, unsubscribe, leave all you want, but I'm coming to tell the truth today. Some of this advice that y'all are taking from some of these people are leading y'all down the life of perversion, down the life of lust, basically down a road to destruction. Okay, lust is going to lead you to destruction. So if this person is coming and give you spiritual wisdom and they trying to get you to connect with your higher self, they telling you to tap into your inner self, they, like I said, they trying to lead you down the life of lust. Okay, they want you to worship yourself, and that goes without saying. They want you to tap into your inner self. That goes without saying. They don't even have to say it. Okay, they want you to be in tune with your body and stuff like that. That's evil. That's wicked. Okay, a lot of y'all are opening yourselves up to these demons unwillingly and willingly. And I'm finna say this right now, and I don't care who get offended. All this astrology, numerology, twin flame type of thing, spiritual spouses, things like that, kingdom spouse type of thing. All of that stuff is wicked and evil, and it is connected to witchcraft. Debate with me all you want. I'm not changing my beliefs, and I'm not changing my word on what I said. All of that stuff is connected to witchcraft, numerology, astrology, mythology. All these things that has no correlation and connection to the Lord is evil and wicked. And a lot of y'all already know this, but y'all still keep on dabbling and playing around with it. Because some people out here willingly play around with the spirit of evil because they get a half of it. Okay, these are the people that are aroused by evil. They love playing on the dark side. Okay, these are the type of people that will see right in front of their face, and they would rather do wrong because they want that dopamine behind doing wrong. It's like an aphrodisiac to them to play around with things like this. They know that it's wrong, okay, but they want to feel good. And so they rather do the wrong thing just to get that feeling, okay? So, when you are in a relationship with a person, a guy or a woman, and it seems as though they are always talking about frequencies, high vibrational things and things like that, this person, first of all, the number one red flag that you are going to know is when this person do not mention the Lord, okay? Now, we are going to talk about the Decepticons later on in this video, but you are probably going to have it. We're going to talk about Christian people too, because somebody had made a comment on my video. Okay, it made me laugh. She said she was in a relationship with a fake Christian. I thought that was so funny. But that's another thing you are going to notice, okay? That's the dark side of spirituality, and we are going to talk about lust on your walk, okay? Don't think just because this man is picking up a Bible, okay, he may be a pastor, he may be a deacon, apostle, all that type of jazz. Okay, he got all these high positions. He is a man of the cloth. So you feel like you saved and sanctified and filled with the Holy Spirit because you're in a relationship and you dating him. That don't mean nothing, okay? If this man is not following the ways of the Lord, he just word of mouth, slick talker, because a lot of people like to use the Lord. A lot of people like to use scriptures to manipulate and prey on people. And if you can't see that, you are going to be in trouble as well. Okay, and these are for the people out here that are so prestigious and they are high and mighty. Okay, overly religious people, they feel like they are untouchable by certain things because they have a certain level of biblical knowledge. They feel like they're untouchable when it comes to sex demons, okay? Sex demons operate through the church too. You see it all day, every day. You've been seeing spirits of perversion since the beginning of time, okay? Preachers in the church molesting young children. The pastor messing around with everybody in the congregation. So don't think that you saved, okay? Because a lot of people be feeling like if they pick up their Bible, they read a few verses and things like that, then that's going to cover them. If you are not locked in with the Lord and you don't have no personal relationship, it don't matter how many times you read the Bible. If you don't pray to the Lord and y'all don't have that close relationship, none of that is going to matter. Okay, the Lord has to be in your heart, in your spirit. You have to be living a lifestyle for him. It don't matter what you say out of your mouth. It's how you coming. Okay, it's all about action at the end of the day. Don't nobody care about what you're saying. Okay, or walk it like you talk it, because there's a lot of people out here, they are talking the talk, but they are not walking the walk when it comes to being on this walk with Christ. And I swear to you, I can't lie to you about it. Okay, it's plenty of Christian men out here and women that have an extremely lustful spirit on them, and they feel like they are covering it up because they are giving off an appearance that they are purified and filled with the Holy Spirit, when really you are living a life of lust. Okay, I already talked about this video a few videos back where I said defeating the spirit of lust on your walk with Christ. Okay, so you are going to know when you are dating somebody if they have a relationship with Christ. And the reason why you are going to know this is because you are walking with him for real. When you have a strong relationship with the Lord, there is nobody is going to really be able to get much past you. Nobody is going to be able to fool you, because the Lord has already gave you a certain level of spiritual wisdom, a certain level of strength and discernment. Okay, if you have a spiritual gift, you are not going to be fooled by certain men and women out here when it comes to dating. They're not going to be able to pull no easy one up over you. So if you have ever had one of those instances where you was dating somebody and all of a sudden they dropped off the map, or they might have stopped talking to you, or like I said early in the video, they are not really approaching you, trust and believe, baby. They see that Holy Spirit on you and they are staying away from you because of it. Okay, some people, they don't want to be faced with a fight from the Lord. Okay, because they know that the Lord is powerful all on his own. And if these people know that you belong to the Lord, you are the Lord's child, they are going to stay away from you. Okay, some people are going to come and put up a fight and test you, but some of them spirits, they're going to run far away from you. Okay, y'all remember that verse that I shared with y'all in the testimony back, that revelation, that testimony I had about Psalm chapter 68? Y'all go read Psalm chapter 68, read that entire chapter. But the first verse, it says, may God arise, may his enemies be scattered, may his foes flee before him. Okay, may you blow them away like smoke, as wax melts before the fire. May the wicked perish before God. Okay, so if you sitting up wondering why certain people ain't coming around you, it's because they see the Holy Spirit on you. They see that the Lord is protecting you, so they're gonna flee away from you. So yeah, on the flip side, you do the same. Because you are walking with the Lord, you are going to be running far away from these evil spirits. You are going to be able to spot them a mile away, and they are going to be able to spot you from a mile away. Even without you having to open your mouth, a person is going to know who you are protected by. Okay, so please be mindful out here when it comes to dating in this generation, in these times. You have to be extremely protective over your soul and spirit in these times. If you get in a relationship with the wrong person, or you date the wrong person, it's going to be detrimental to your life in so many ways. Okay, ways that you can never even imagine. You get in a relationship with the wrong person, you're going to pay for that. You get in a relationship with the wrong person, the Lord going to make you pay for that. Okay, when you put man above God, he's going to make you pay for that. And when I come on my channel and say, the Lord said, have no other gods before me, he meant relationships as well. So if you place a high importance on a man or a woman, and that's your sole focus in life, you are not trying to build a relationship with the Most High, he gonna make you pay for that. And the devil gonna be having his way with you in these relationships. I'm telling you, that's why you see so many women out here that's broken and messed up. 9 times out of 10, they are in a relationship with the wrong man or the wrong woman. You see men, I have seen this a couple of times with men that were caught up in relationships with the wrong woman. Okay, some people carry a very evil spirit, and if you intertwine your soul and spirit with this person, you are going to be defiled in a sense. Okay, that's why you see a lot of women out here, they look broken, they look tore down. When you first seen them, they was beautiful, they was vibrant, they had so much life, so many goals going on with them. And then when this man came in their life, or this woman, their life went down the drain quick. Okay, and you just be looking at this person like, what happened? You could tell what type of relationship a person is in just by looking at them on the outside. You can tell when the Lord is a part of a relationship when you look at the man and the woman. Okay, if this woman look drained, it was some women out here that was on top of their game. Okay, this woman might have been body goals in the beginning when she met this man, was working out, doing all type of stuff. It was on her grown woman doing her thing, and then she intertwined her soul and spirit with the wrong man, and he kind of defiled her in a sense. You know how you see certain people and they don't look like themselves? They look like a totally different person. Like, these be the type of people to be looking toe up from the flow up. Okay, hair all over the place. Like, this used to be a person who used to stay with makeup done, hair done all the time, nails done, body on bodying. Okay, and then now all of a sudden she looking like a streetwalker. She looking like, and I'm not saying this to be funny, but this is what happens when you intertwine your soul and spirit with the evil spirit. You are going to destroy your life in a sense. Okay, Some of these people look like they're out here strung out on drugs. Probably ain't touched drugs a day in their life, but they look like a drug addict. Being in a relationship with the wrong person can make you feel as though you are out here on drugs. I'm telling you. You see that woman, and she was gorgeous at first, and then when you see her years and years later, she looking tore up from the flow up, she looking skinny. And let me just say this, because I'm not coming in skinny shaming nobody, because I used to be skinny, but you can tell the difference between a person being thin and they unhealthy. Okay, so when a person is unhealthy, they're gonna look sickly. I'm not coming to skinny shame, so please don't come for me in the comments. I done been a skinny girl before, but I wasn't unhealthily skinny. Now I'm talking about like anorexic, like you sick. That's the type of unhealthy skinny I'm talking about. Being in the wrong relationship with a person, it drains your energy. Okay, that's why you see certain people, they stressed out from all the hell this person is taking them through. Some of y'all have gave willingly access to these evil spirits, and you are paying for it. Okay, a lot of times y'all feel like it's the devil that's after you, and that is true. But a lot of times the reason why you are suffering in these relationships is because of the Lord. This is the consequences behind not building a relationship with him, because if you had the proper discernment, this man would have never been able to get access to you. He wouldn't have never had the chance to destroy you the way he did. If you had a strong relationship with the Lord, this could have been avoided. And these are the consequences behind it. Okay, I'm not saying this to hurt nobody's feelings or nothing. Trust and believe, every time I come put out any video, it is based off of experience, baby, because I've been through it before. Okay, so I'm not gonna come and tell y'all nothing wrong. It ain't nothing that I'm gaining behind it. Relationships will drain you physically. Okay, you see that woman, and I have seen this plenty of times. This is another sign y'all need to pay attention to when it comes to the spiritual discernment with dating and relationships. Look at these marriages. Okay, I seen something that was so sad with a couple. The number one way that you know a person is being drained in a relationship, you know how they say you age gracefully, you get better with time? That is true. Okay, a lot of times why people are able to age gracefully, they don't look like they age, is because they have good health, a 9 times out of 10 a strong relationship with the Lord, and they have a good relationship. Now, if you have ever seen those couples to where one person look younger than the other, it's always the woman. And I think that is so sad. This is how you are going to be able to spot the spiritual warfare in relationships, is when a husband looks 10 or 20 years younger than his wife. And 9 times out of 10, this man has drained this woman energy. Okay, that's why she look 10 or 20 years older than what she is. I'm telling you, I've seen this a few times with people, and I just thought it was so sad. That is what happens when you intertwine your soul and spirit with the wrong spirit. Okay, your life source is literally going to be sucked from you, in a sense. Some of these men and women are being sent to early grave behind some of these relationships. These relationships has came and depleted them of everything that they had. Okay, so this is why sometimes you need to just kind of take time to kind of focus on yourself. Some of y'all spirits need to be rejuvenated. If you are the type of person that's always being caught up on a relationship, you can't never be alone, you are going to be a victim to this. Y'all need to learn how to start being by yourself. If you are a person that can't be alone, I really don't know what to tell you. You have to learn how to be alone in these times, okay? It's too much spiritual deception and spiritual warfare going on out here for you to just be careless about these things. And then when I come and put out spiritual videos, sometimes I be getting upset because just the lack of spiritual knowledge that's out here is at a high level. Like, it's really alarming how many people out here don't have spiritual discernment. They don't have a relationship with the Lord. So many women out here that's being depleted of their energy by the men that they are entertaining. It's sad. Extremely sad. You give an evil spirit willingly access to your life, he is going to come and destroy you. Some of these evil spirits got strong hold on y'all. And that's sad. When you gotta pray yourself up out of a relationship, pray to the Lord to remove this person from your life. You want to leave this person, but you don't know how. That's a strong sign to let you know that you have intertwined your soul and spirit with the wrong person. You are connected to an evil spirit. Okay, if you have shared your body with this person, that is why you cannot leave. Okay, this person has a strong hold up over you. Stay away from men that are extremely lust driven. Okay, you mistaking his lust for affection and love, when really he just have a extremely lustful spirit. Okay, his spirit is defiled. This is not love. This is not real. What you are feeling, it's an illusion. It's deception. So stay away from men or women that are extremely lust driven. Every time y'all get around each other, all y'all do is have sex. Y'all don't seem to have a connection outside of that. That is a lust-driven relationship. That is a lust-driven marriage. That is a lust-driven whatever you have with this person. Try to avoid people like that. But yeah, that's just how I'm going to end the video. I think I done covered everything. You already know. If some drop in my spirit and I feel like I need to come share the second part, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to save as many souls as I can. I'm going to save as many people as I can from these relationships. Okay, whatever the Lord put on my heart and spirit to come tell y'all in these videos, that is exactly what I'm going to do. And please, do not take my videos offensively. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to dictate your life and tell you what to do with your life, but I'm just trying to tell you from personal experience, and because I have a relationship with the Lord, I'm just telling you, when you don't have a relationship with the Lord, all your relationships are going to fail. And so that's all I wanted to say. So hopefully you got something from this video. Hopefully it helped you in some way. Continue to protect your soul and spirit. And I will talk to y'all in the next video.